All right, good afternoon or evening or whatever the hell you want to call it. I'm going to try to make this quick. But are people, especially here in the state of Texas, getting so effing tired of your insurances going up? It really irritates me. I got on the phone today, called my insurance company, Geico, and say, hey, look it, insurances are getting a little too high. When are we going to start getting a break? And their response is, well, yours is up for renewal in October, and, the underwriters do their thing, and you'll know, about a month early, you'll be able to, see what your insurance is going to be. And, oh, yeah, we see that you got all the discounts applied to your insurance. I'm like, well, why is the insurance cost got to go up? And number one, I can't stand the fact that here in the state of fucking Texas, your insurance is only good for 6 months. Now, I got 2 cars, both 5.5 years old, 2 drivers, good driving records, but yet I pay damn near $3,000 a year if you go by 6-month policies for 2 fucking cars. And they're not super cars, hyper cars, they're not expensive cars, nothing like that. But what really pisses me off is when they sit there and say, well, they go by what, the Texas legislator does or says, along with the insurance companies. They look in your area, they look at the economy and see what's going on. So I said to the guy, so in other words, our insurances are going to constantly go up. Why? Number one, because instead of you specifically targeting the people that create the issues with constant accidents and injury claims and all that other shit, I said, when there's an accident or any type of an injury claim or whatever you have it, you should be targeting the people that created that situation. You shouldn't be going after everybody. In other words, my insurance shouldn't go up because some jackass decided to go 90 miles down the highway, not paying attention, and smack into somebody, maybe even kill a person or injure a person and create, huge property losses. I'm getting really tired of this fucking bullshit. The daggone insurance companies, all they want to do is constantly give you the screw every fucking chance they get. And it's high time that, the Texas legislator, Governor Abbott, or whoever, start doing something for the people in this state to make our insurances more reasonable. Okay? Because it's freaking ridiculous that guys like me or my wife, we got to suffer, every 6 months with God only knows how high our insurance is going to go up because of some jackasses out there on how they handle themselves behind the wheel out on our Texas roads. I'm getting really tired of that, and I'm really sick and tired of the daggone 6 months policy. But I can promise you this. I've already checked into this. If I was to live back home on the East Coast, up in the Northeast where I live, and I'm not talking about New York City or Boston or fucking, Hartford, Connecticut, shit like that. Where I lived up in Mass, I'd only be paying about $800-900 a year for full coverage on 2 cars. Not this god-awfully ridiculous, about $3,000 is what I'm paying now every single year. $1,500 every 6 months to drive here in the state of Texas. I mean, this is getting high time. It's about time things change and people really, really, including me, start pressuring our legislators, okay, the ones that we elect, okay, to represent us in the state of Texas or even in the federal government, to do something about these outrageous insurance prices that we face every single day. Thank you. Ran over.